Hi folks, welcome back to my tutorial. Today my project is this one. This is a bead, all faceted on both sides. It's like a lens. And you're gonna have a hole in the center. And I'm gonna show you how to do this. See, this is what I gotta do. This is Larimer. And this is Sugilite. So what I usually do is that I trace the diagonals of rough pieces possible at the center. When they cross, that's the place where you got to be having the hole. But what I also prefer to do is to measure the side of a stone. In this case it's 18, so the half is going to be 9. And I score slightly the surface, if it's possible, if the hardness of the material allows it, on the inner half to have a double reference. 9 again. Okay. Don't do the mistake of first cutting the stone and then try to have the center hole, because it's not going to happen, and you're going to end up with a very jagged edge at the entrance of the hole, at the beginning of the hole. Okay, so first you score it, and then you're going to drill it. So I'll show you how. My drilling setup is very easy. This is a Dremel drilling, but you can use any high-speed driller. And then you got diamond drilling bits that I have to be spinning at maximum speed to go through the material. The material has to be always cool, chilled by water. So I always put it at the maximum speed, and slowly I drag it through the material. So now I'll show you the final result. Okay, this is the hole I realized. The drilling bit is 0.75 millimeters thick. Alright, I'm gonna do this the same thing to the Larimer, and then I'll come back to you and I'll show you how to align it in the block, in the doping block. Okay, this is the hole done on a Larimer. It's not too much in the center, but I'm still in the margins. Okay, let me do the other ones and I'll come back to you. Okay, now that I have all of them done, I'm going to show you how to set one into the doping block on my machine to have them exactly in the center all the time. So what you need here, I usually use a piece of the shaft of the drilling bits, which actually fit very snugly inside of the holes. And you see, as you can see, and 2 cones, dops for your faceting machine, a snipping tool, and your transferring block. Okay, so I'm going to use a small cup here, the V cup, not the V cup, the pavilion cup, with this shaft going inside. So I calculate that maybe it has to be cut this, and I marked it already. Can you see the mark? Okay, I'm gonna snip it there, and I'm gonna put wax into the cup and use the other one to center it the other side, so it's gonna be dead in the center of the 2 dots. I'll show you how. Let me slip this away. Okay, at the mark. Yeah, it has to be really straight. You don't use the other side which are not straight, see? It's not going to be in the center. So I use the other end which is dead straight. Now take our broomstick. We take also a piece of wax. I'll show you now. First of all, we're going to put the receiving cup, the aligning cup, inside of the transferring block, like this. Then we're gonna put this, doesn't need any more. Okay, then we're gonna put wax into the cup, as you were supposed to set a stone in, like this. And we're gonna roll it. You want a small cup to hold the pin, because is going to be the other one, the flat one, which will establish the flatness of the material. You heat this up a bit and you plug it into the bottom like that. Okay, then when it's done, you just put this thing in the transferring block and squeeze in the way that the tip is going to align. You heat up a bit the wax so it's going to be pliable, and this drilling bit is going to be, you know, the V, the cone inside is going to align perfectly in the center, the piece of the drilling bit. Okay. Yeah, like that. Now we'll wait for a while until it dries, till it cools, let's say, and then I'll show you how to use it to align the beads into it. Okay, now it's cool. So what I want to do is just to remove a bit of wax to make a flat surface, or almost flat like that, towards the pin. Yes, there we go. This is the result that you want, and it's ready now. Okay, like in this case, if you don't have a slab completely parallel, the two surfaces of a slab are not completely parallel, you will actually have to decide which side is going to be the flat one to drive the other one accordingly. In this case I will use this one, because as you can see, expect on the corners, this one is the straight one on 90 degrees here, while this one is the most odd. The stone is going to be held at this side, on this side. Okay, so we heat up the bead as usual, like for any other stone, onto the heater here, and then we dop it with a flat top as usual. See, you want to keep the wax in for the pin as cool as possible, so you put the usual a bit wet also on the tip, so it doesn't stick eventually to the any wax inside of the hole. And this one, as you can see, just gonna move it so that the hole can be in the center. First of all, you have to base this one, straight it up with the surface, which I'm going to do. Okay, it's more or less straight like that. You continue to heat it up a bit, just to keep it pliable, and then you use the pin to drive it straight in the center. You see, I realign it, just melting a little bit the wax here in a way that you can move on the side the stone, but just the amount that is necessary for the alignment to fit. See, that's it. Now you got the bead, which is absolutely centered. Okay, I'll show you what's going to happen when you facet it. Just make sure that alignment is more or less nice, flat for towards the surface of the dot on the top. Okay, but I have plenty of material here. You can see how thick is the rough and how thin has to be the final material. So, but in this kind of jobs, I always suggest you to have a lot of material to work with, because a few millimeters on the side, offside for the hole, then you're gonna throw away the rough, as it happened already to me. Okay, so even like this I can use it, because when I transfer it, it's going to be flat on this, centered on this, and even if this surface is not going to be the table, it doesn't really matter, because I have plenty material on the top. Okay. See, the absolute confirmation that it's centered is when you facet it. See the center point match the hole. That's it. And here's the finished job. Customer didn't want it highly polished. You see? Okay. See you next time. Bye bye.